Good afternoon to members of the media. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service weekly press brief for today, Monday, the 27th of January 2025. As usual, we take the opportunity to inform and bring up to date members of the community, the national community, as it relates to the state of emergency under Legal Notice 240 of 2024. This press brief is headed by the Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations, Mr. Junior Benjamin, and supported by the Assistant Commissioner of Police Special Operational Support, ACP Richard Smith. I now hand over to DCP Benjamin at this time, please. Sir?
Thank you so much. Pleasant morning to each and everyone. At this time, I want to start off by, first of all, bringing to the fore the importance of us working together as we seek to forge a much greater and better relationship, both the police and the community. As we look at our crime statistics, we recognize that the very few people, or there are very few people who are bent on ensuring that Trinidad and Tobago somehow does not accomplish its goals. And therefore, we want to encourage all persons to take back their communities. It is said that it's less than 1% of the population that is involved in heinous crimes. And therefore, we are saying to the 99% that if we work together, hand in hand, we can take back our communities. That being said, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, we are seeking to do our part by ensuring that we build a safer and better Trinidad and Tobago. As we look at our stats thus far, it is my privilege just to share with you some of the statistics that could shape the way that we see things that is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. Thus far, we have had, at least in terms of the numbers of operations, we have done at least 1,617 operations. We have targeted 1,393 priority offenders, and we have conducted 9,973 searches. We have arrested 1,278 persons, and from those individuals, at least 484 of those persons were charged. We have recovered at least 53 firearms thus far, and 1,275 assorted ammunition was also recovered during the period. In terms of dangerous drugs, we have seized just over 157 kilograms of marijuana and just over 864 grams of cocaine. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to look at our stats, we recognize that when we look at the murders thus far, we have had 27 murders, and I should even say 26 pending, 27 based on we have to look and probably just see exactly what would be the outcome of the last body, decomposed body, based on what it would reveal, we determine whether or not we would go with 27. But for now, we can say for sure we have 26 murders thus far. And from the 27 or 26 thus far, when we compare to last year, we had 41 murders. And in 2023, we had 48 murders around this time. In 2022, we had 43. What we have done to help us is not just to compare against last year, but we wanted an average. So when we look at the average for the last 3 years, an overall average of 44 is what we came up with. And at this point, we are 26 compared to that 44, which, again, we are humbled and, again, We are optimistic that as we continue along this trajectory, that we can really see a further reduction as we continue to implement the strategies that we have in place to deal with the crime situation. I want to just assure all the members of the public that the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service stands ready to support you in your community efforts. We are ensuring that we embark on a campaign of you see us, that you will see us outside there. We are going to be in the streets, we're going to be in the cities, we are going to be in the towns, we are going to be in the villages, we're going to be doing walkabouts, we're going to be meeting with the people. And as we continue to engage with each other, we want to build a stronger relationship so that as you see something, say something. As you hear something, please say something. And we believe as we work together, we can see a further reduction in the crime statistics. With this, I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, DCP Benjamin. I now invite ACP Smith to address you, please. Sir?
Thank you very much, Inspector Lewis, and good morning to the viewing and listening public of Trinidad and Tobago and to members of the media present here today. Firstly, I'd like to deal with one issue. Last Friday, in our press briefing, a question was asked of the panel as it relates to a 3-year-old child who was unfortunately killed in an arson attack. This panel answered that question appropriately. However, later on it was revealed that some editing was done to the video, which caused it to become a meme, as we call it, all over social media. You know, what this person has done in essence is trivialize the pain and grief that the relatives of this child are enduring at this time. I believe it was an attempt to make the TTPS look bad as an organization. But I just want to remind this person who I believe has nothing else to do, that the TTPS is a strong, resilient organization, and these petty things cannot hurt us. Even if he was trying to make any one of us look bad on this panel, that too cannot hurt us because we would not allow that to hurt us. So for this stupid act, for this act to make yourself relevant in a time when we should be mourning for this family, for that you should be totally ashamed of yourself. So on to other news. Yeah, 2 persons are currently in custody as members of the anti-extortion unit conducted inquiries into 2 reports of demanding money by menace and 1 report of robbery emanating from those reports. They are currently undergoing investigations and would be appearing before the court on tomorrow's date. Also, around 4:30 a.m. on Saturday, the 25th of January, 2025, officers of the said anti-extortion unit proceeded to a location at Tabaquite, where they went to arrest a suspect, namely Ronnie Alexander, 40 years old, of the said address and also an address in Movan. Upon their arrival at the premises, they were greeted by gunfire. Officers responded likely, and Ronnie Alexander was fatally wounded during that exchange. So I just want to urge members of the public to be conscious of what you are doing. You know, that is the life that Mr. Alexander chose. He is known to the police for kidnapping, robbery, and he's a firearm offender as well. And, you know, that's the life that he chose. My condolences go out to his relatives because I know there would be loved ones for Ronnie. But I'm just saying again, I want to reiterate that, you know, you should not engage the TTPS. If you commit your crime, expect that you will be arrested at some point in time. Thank you so much.